Okay, I'm back with another custom mask. This time, Jason Takes Manhattan. I know it's not everybody's favourite, but I do have a nostalgic attachment to this one because I remember seeing this back in the late 80s when it first came out. The Part 8 mask is like the Part 6 mask, where it's like a wider shape. I got this from a seller off Etsy. I got all the straps with it, the chevrons. The mask is already pre-cut. I got the rivets as well. The axe mark from part 3, even though this is a completely brand new mask in the movie. Continuity error. I'll have to sand these down. Now I have made a part 8 mask before using the cheaper masks, but this mask was just for display purposes. I stuck this piece of metal on the back to give that mask that wide look. Like I say, it's for display purposes. It was basically this type of mask what I used. Time to sand these down. I'm going to use some sandpaper for this. Basically just take that rough edge off it. Clean these up a little bit. Basically what I'm going to do is get a pair of scissors and just scrape the blade around the inside. Now I'm going to sand the front of the mask. Now that's done, sanded it down. Even though it still looks shiny, I'm just going to clean the mask up now. some water, just wipe it over with a cloth. Do the inside as well. Now this Jason mask out of all the movies is the yellowest of the lot. Now the spray that I'm using is meant for vehicles, which is jasmine yellow. This looks close to the Part 8 mask. Now I do need a primer for this, but I ain't got none, so I'm going to use some glue, watered down. Now I'm going to slap this all over the outside of the mask. Time to give this mask some personality. Give it the first coat. Now what happened, I think I put too much paint on for the second coat and it started running down the mask. So I had to apply more spray just to try and even it out. Now as you can see here, the paint run down the side of the mask, the edges, which has caused this effect. But not to worry, I know how to get around that. Time to put some scratches on the mask. I have got a reference picture off camera. Now I'm going to get a paintbrush and dab it so lightly in some black paint and just brush over the scratch marks just to highlight where they are. You put too much on, just get a cloth and wipe it off. Now I've put a drop of black paint in a small squirty bottle full of water. And what I'm going to do is spray it all over the mask and blow dry it at the same time. And dab it down a little bit with a sponge or a cloth. It gives it that dirty, wet look. I'll keep doing this until I am satisfied with the desired look I'm going for. And now I'm going to do the outer part of the mask. All I'm going to do is get some black paint, just a little bit, and just highlight the edge of the mask. Now this part at the bottom I'm going to do like a really dark green, which will cover that little problem at the bottom of the mask. I know for a fact I've seen dark green on the bottom of this mask somewhere. I'm just going to dirty the mask a little bit more. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. This is just something I'm doing. I'm going to get some green and put it around one of these air holes. Make it a bit watery so that it runs down the mask. Like I said, it may not be everybody's favourite movie, but I have that nostalgic attachment to it. Because I think I was about 7 or 8 when this first came out. But you know, everybody has their own taste. I mean, me personally, Jason X is my least favourite because it's too comic booky. But a lot of people like that movie. But anyway, now I'm going to put the chevrons on. I want to try and get these on as even as I can. Better make sure I put these on the right way. I want this furthest point on the outside. I need this point just on the inside of the eye hole. As you can see, it's not quite there yet, so I've got to move it around. Easiest way is to get some tweezers. This chevron has like a little tiny piece missing out of it. Now I'm going to apply 2 coats of gloss spray. Now this mask doesn't use the traditional snap-on buttons. This one uses rivets which are permanently fixed to the mask. To attach these to the mask, I need to use a rivet gun. Now I've never used one of these before, but I know roughly how to do it. These are for the different sizes. Just take a small spanner and loosen it if you need to change. This one seems to be the right size. Tighten it up. You need to put the end of the strap onto the mask first and then put the rivet on top of it. You need to put a washer on the other side of the mask. Like I said, this is my first time using this, but I think the easiest way would have been to put the rivet inside the gun and then line it up that way. Just make sure my fingers are not in the way. I'm going to have to turn the mask over so that the washer's on top, because I'm going to have to use both hands for this. Oops. Make sure to line that strap up in place. can be a bit tricky at first. Probably need to do this twice. Well, it's in place now, so it should be a bit easier now. And there you go. Now I need to do this another 2 more times. Now this is why you need to line the straps up, because once you get them rivets in, they do get a bit tight. And that's it. All 3 rivets are secure. Now, I did put this mask on, and it was massive. The straps were massive. So what I'm going to have to do is make my own holes on the strap. Just get something sharp, like a small nail, and just pierce it. I'm doing both sides so that when I pull the mask together, it lines up in the middle. This part here took me a while to figure out. Instead of going over like most belts or straps, you have to go under. I've put some black tape on here to secure the loose ends. Oh, just one more thing that I need is some black mesh to cover the eyes. I'm going to mark on the back of the mask where I want these pieces to go, and then I'm going to glue around the edge. And once you've glued these on, that's it, it's all done. Now this part looks too small, but when you put the mask on, the sides kind of curve round. This is how it looks on me.